Good morning and welcome to Bit Gringos, episode number 4, I believe. I'm Patrick, and this is my buddy Mike Schwartz. Hi, Mike.
Hello, everyone out there in YouTube land.
YouTube land, Zoomtopia. How you feeling today, Mike?
I'm feeling okay, but as you know, a little bit down because I learned of a friend of mine from New York who passed away due to the COVID-19, the coronavirus.
Wow.
Sweetest guy in the world, best guy you could ever imagine. And I was a little surprised at my reaction. I mean, apart from being saddened by his loss, I got very angry, because before this happened, and maybe it's a fault of my own, but you just look at numbers, 30,000 dead, 40,000, they're just numbers. But when it's a person, it really hits home, and that's
it becomes real personal. It's no longer a number.
Yeah.
Tell me about your friend. Tell us about your friend a little bit.
Well, my friend, his name was Jerome, and actually, I was thinking of a way to describe him. If you could, it might be a little weird, but a very successful hippie, a person who made candles and became a successful business, and but all that aside, he was just the sweetest, kindest person you can imagine. And one of the reasons we got along together was a great sense of humor he had, and just the sweetest guy in the world. A fantastic gardener. He would have parties, dinner, luncheons in his garden, beautiful garden.
Oh, wow, cool.
In the countryside of Orange County, New York.
Okay.
It made it personal to me, and I got angry, kind of a New York kind of anger at the virus.
Oh,
like I wanted to bash. I'm gonna have to curse. I have to curse.
Okay, go ahead.
I bash its fucking head in.
There you go.
With a baseball bat.
Yeah.
If I could catch the virus, I would bash its fucking head in with a baseball bat.
I think there's a lot of people feeling that way right now, and I would help you. I would get another bat, and we would go to town on it, like a couple of good fellas whacking a mook.
Exactly. That's I know. I praise, honor the nurses and the doctors and the scientists, but the scientists have to have that kind of feeling, like they're gonna bash the fucking virus in the head with a baseball bat, in the lab somehow.
Exactly, in a clinical way.
With test tubes. There should be a lot of test tubes and Bunsen. They still use Bunsen burners, I guess.
I think so. Yeah. I don't know if they call them Bunsen burners. Maybe they have a new name now, like Jerry burners or something. I don't know, but.
The only thing I took from years of science class was test tubes and Bunsen burners. I don't know anything else. Not a great student here, but
Yeah, I know. I failed at science both times I took it, and it's just
both times.
Yeah. Well, they're like, you want to graduate? You need to take this again. I'm like, oh no. Okay, it's not science, it's magic. I mean, I had no idea. I was a teenager.
Yeah, well, I think I failed at magic too. I took magic 2 years.
Oh, man. I did pretty good at that. But.
Can't do a card trick to save my life,
The thing about, I want to go back to your what you're saying about the anger about this. I mean, I think that's a legitimate. Excuse me, I forgot to turn off my phone. That's a legitimate feeling, I mean, we have a lot of these things going on here, these restrictions or quarantines or lockdowns, or, you know, here in Panama, you can only go out on special days to go shopping and only at certain hours, depending on how old you are or what number you end in, you know, whatever. A few years ago, I found a great way to get rid of a lot of anxiety, anger, and stuff. I happen to have 2 or 3 VCRs that just didn't function well, you know. Couple of old appliances I hadn't gotten around to throwing away or recycling or whatever you do with stuff like that. So I took this VCR out into the backyard and I beat it to death with a 9-iron. It was so satisfying to see pieces of plastic flying everywhere, and, you know, the little gears and all this stuff. Just, oh man, I beat it to death into the ground. And then I thought, wow, I got all these pieces. I could assemble this into some kind of arty sculpture. You know, that would be cool. And I didn't, though. I just threw it away. I just needed to get the anger out.
I thought there would be a great ending to that story where you made this sculpture.
I made the sculpture, and I went on to win first prize and $1,000. No, that story has no great ending. The point of the story is, if you've got some old appliance, something you got around the house you don't really need anymore, and you got a little anger happening, yeah, get a big stick, maybe a machete, I don't know. Be sure to wear safety glasses, because, you know, but take that thing out in the yard and just beat it to death, you know.
I was just going to say, you always, in movies, you always see people bashing things, you know, breaking glass and things with, you know, a 9-iron or a baseball bat or something like that. And, you know, the part of me thinks, wow, they're, you know, they could get cut with glass or something. You know, they're not being very careful. But
the safety here. Come on.
Yeah.
Beat something and then have to go, oh, my eye.
Right.
You know, you get a piece of
interesting trip to the emergency room. You know, how did this happen? You know, which, we should do a show about emergency room trips. You know,
hey, that sounds so funny.
I had some friends that had some interesting trips to the emergency room.
Yeah, I'll bet. Were they hold my beer moments?
Kind of, yes. Yeah.
Oh, I could do that. Here, hold my beer. Or, hey, watch this. Yeah. I figured that'd probably be the words printed
but
on.
Anyway, how has this week been for you, Patrick, you and Gabrielle?
It's been okay. You know, we're trying to figure out how to move our lives forward. It's not easy to do. It's a constant battle between I should do something and I don't want to do anything. Who cares? What difference does it make? You know, there is no future.
Yeah, the future is cloudy.
I think there is a future.
No, there will be a future.
Possibly.
It won't be touching anybody anytime soon.
No, there will be no hugging parties or anything like that.
No hugging, yeah.
I was just going to mention, you know, talking about bashing things. You know, they used to have, I know they had one in LA for a while, and they've had them in, like, I think Japan or somewhere, like rooms. You pay some money, you know, and they give you goggles and gloves and a helmet and a sledgehammer, and you go in, or a bat, and you go in and you beat and you just smash everything in this room. There's lamps and TVs and stuff.
Really?
And yeah, it's like this aggression therapy kind of a thing. You know,
I thought we had passed that, Patrick. We
had, but I went back. I'm sorry.
We're still on bashing technology
bashing stuff,
to pieces. And
that's all I wanted to say about that. I thought maybe, you know, we should have a virtual bashing room or something. I don't know. I'm just
virtual bashing party. Oh, that would be interesting.
Because the only kind of parties we'd be having now will be virtual parties, right? I've had I had 2 virtual cocktail parties this week with friends here in Boquete and friends in Los Angeles, and 1
Nice.
virtual photo club meeting that was fun and interesting, and a couple other Zoom meetings with people. So, you know, this
Cool.
seems like a new world, a new way to live.
Yeah. Hey, when you have those photo club meetings, is it like, hey, do you want to look at my slideshow?
Um, no,
I guess there are no more slideshows, are there?
that's for the Perv Club meeting, I think. No, actually, kind of, yeah, we do. We put our we issue a challenge each meeting. You know, back when we had real
Yeah.
meetings, there'd be a challenge, and then like take a picture of. We had wild animals and monkeys for one of them. So bring in your wild animal pictures. And the last thing that I did that was fun in life before this whole clampdown started was the photo club went to Mona Feliz in a place called Punta Barica, which is down on the Costa Rican Panamanian border, southwest of here. And we spent a couple of days there, and the place is like alive with monkeys and all kinds of howler monkeys and little red monkeys and squirrel monkeys or whatever. And so that was the next challenge, was post your pictures. So we have a shared Google Photos page. We put our pictures up, and with Zoom, you can share what's on the screen. So we'd put up the pictures and then we'd all comment. And
Nice.
the idea is, you know, how can we take better pictures? You know, these are good pictures. Are they the best? Can we take better? How could we improve on them? That kind of stuff, you know? So it was cool. And
My takeaway would be, how can we get better monkeys?
well, you know, it's hard to get better. These are pretty good monkeys. It's really hard to
Those
get.
are good monkeys. Yeah.
They're really good
Do
monkeys.
they sit still for the portrait, or do you have to like coax them with a banana?
A little of each. Depends on what they're doing. If they got a banana, they're completely preoccupied.
Yeah.
There's a little swimming pool there, and the monkeys like to go to the swimming pool and dunk their heads in and drink and, you know, just hang around. So, and as a photographer,
Just like
most of
you.
us,
You like to sit around a pool with a drink.
yeah, exactly.
Same.
Yeah, I drink the drink, not the pool water, but
The monkeys should be taking pictures of you.
that could happen, you know.
Maybe they're having a Zoom party too. Look at this picture of this guy from Boquete.
Look at this bald idiot.
Look at this bald idiot.
Yeah, the monkeys are laughing. Yeah.
Yeah. They probably steal better cameras than you have. The
Oh,
monkeys.
I'm sure. I'm sure. You know, that is a thing in some places. You know, in Bali, the macaques will take your stuff. They tell you, you go in, there's a monkey forest, sacred monkey forest, and they tell you, do not have any glasses or anything, you know, jewelry, because the monkeys will take it. But there's also a thing where people have trained some of the monkeys. They will go and take your stuff and take it back to the trainer. And the guy says, if you want your stuff back, that'll be $5. Something to that effect.
Yeah.
So it's
something like that happened to me. I lost. I got, you know, a monkey took all my stuff, but you know he had a gun also. So
well, yeah,
you know,
yeah, you give him the
I got held up by a monkey. So what are you gonna do? You know,
you cooperate.
I don't want to get letters from monkey lovers.
Oh yeah,
because that didn't happen. That was
because I don't think our mailroom could handle the volume of letters
right
for that.
Although we would love one of these to go viral, you know, one of these shows, but not because we hate monkeys. We don't.
And by the way, don't forget to donate to our PayPal for our cause, which is us.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what our cause is.
You know, because we like money and we need some. So please, everybody, give us money.
Yeah.
Well, how about you, Mike? How about your week? What'd you do this week?
Well, one thing that's happened to us is that we have totally lost track of time. And I don't mean just the days. We never know what day it is.
Yeah.
But we're our schedule. We now stay up to like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning as a regular thing. We get
Wow.
up whenever. It's difficult, you know. It's I don't know. We just our meals we have whenever. They're not. I can't call them breakfast, lunch, and dinner because they happen whenever, and we
Yeah.
eat whatever,
Yeah.
whenever. So I don't know if this is happening to everybody, but
so it's a lot like living in a casino, but without the colors and the noise and the ding, 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 right?
Well, we have the color and the noise also because
okay.
we like that. But yeah, no, it is like that. I'm noticing on the screen. I just noticed something on the screen. I don't even know what it is. This thing over here.
Chandelier.
I don't know what that is. Huh. Anyway, I'm easily distracted, Patrick. I'm sorry. You know,
I know.
But the other thing is YouTube. We just go down these YouTube rabbit holes.
Oh yeah.
Find things. You know, it's amazing. You can search for anything on YouTube, find it, and then find like 100 more videos. One thing I did this week actually was I'm from a little town in New York City called Laurelton, and yay Laurelton, and I just searched on Laurelton, and they have videos of people driving around my old hometown, my own little neighborhood.
Wow.
And I'm searching, and some of them are terrible. They don't have narration, or they're going to a part of the town I don't even know or whatever. But then I found this one who drove right down my block, my old block, or right past my old block. And there was it used to be a bank on it. It's not a bank any longer. There used to be a Chinese restaurant. It's not a Chinese restaurant any longer.
Wow.
And, but I was just, I got like a little homesick. I have no desire to go to the United States or to New York. Right. I mean, maybe for a visit, but I really got terribly homesick after seeing this this video. But it was very like a warming, feeling, like to see your roots, where you came from.
Well, that's cool.
But of course, if we could pan around, it looks the outdoors looks like the background that's of where Patrick is. It's beautiful here,
Oh,
so
nice. Yeah,
we love it here. I think we love it here.
I think we do love it. I do love it here. I'm glad. I'm still glad that this is the place that I'm stuck in, and I really am. Rather than the U.S. or trying to get back to the U.S. or any place in between here in the U.S. All of which were possibilities of being stuck in transit, at least the way we had our trip.
You are kind of stuck here because of the visa requirements or whatever. You are supposed to leave Panama, and what's going on with that? Do you know?
I don't know. I know they have extended visa rules by 15 days, so you can stay 15 more days. I suspect they'll expand it more, just because they've announced they'll start flying out of Copa will start flying again June 1st, and that's when they will possibly open Tucumán Airport in Panama City.
Right.
But we don't know for sure at this point, and there's not even a way to make a reservation yet. So as it stands now, after May 15th, if they don't change it again, I'll be overstaying my visa somewhat. I suspect at the worst, I'll have to pay the fine. It's like $50 a month. Every month you overstay, I think.
I find it hard to believe that they would, fine people for overstaying.
I will be, we will be talking to a local attorney here, just to see if we can start a process of getting a regular visa or a favored nations visa anyway. We had planned on that much earlier. However, my situation changed. I did not get the pension that I thought I was going to get yet because my union told me I'm not quite old enough for that. So, and I thought I was. And so
you're not old enough, did you say?
Huh? Pardon me?
What did you say? You're not old enough?
I'm not old enough to get my Screen Actors Guild pension yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm still working on.
Maybe you could play older if you played older.
I could play, yeah. If somebody would hire me, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Hey, Hollywood.
Maybe a little makeup. Did you go into the office with some makeup on or something? You know, come on.
Yeah, they go by, things like birth certificates and stuff,
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forget it. Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd see half the actors in Hollywood be going in there with makeup and fake hair and stuff, latex. Anyway, yeah, so we're here. We're here for until we're not here. We do need to go back to the States at some point and deal with some medical stuff. We're going to have a phone call doctor's visit on Wednesday with our physician. So that should be interesting. They're in LA, we're here. So I don't know what they can do on the phone. Does it hurt when you do that? Yes. Well, don't do that. I don't know.
Right.
So
I'm trying to see if I can get the oil changed in my car with a Zoom meeting, but I don't see how that's going to work.
Where does the spout, where's the oil come out here? Is there a
Patrick.
YouTube though? Yeah. You were talking about YouTube earlier.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of that too. Also, Facebook Watch, you watch videos on Facebook Watch because they just play one video right after another. And for some reason, I see a lot of Russian dash cam accident videos. There are several channels of just dash cam, bad drivers. And what strikes me about most of these videos, it's interesting, right? These people are driving along and suddenly there's this terrible crash in front of them. And they, exclaim, and then they keep going. They don't pull over, we better help. No, they just keep on going.
Well, there's one explanation for that.
Yeah.
Vodka.
Yeah. Oh boy,
you have to turn on to those.
Yeah.
You have to show me where those are because I need some more Russian dash cam accident videos.
Even though
I'm gonna have one.
Some of them happen in the U.S. too, but mostly they're Russian. I don't know. Here, people say if you drive, you should have a dash cam because if there's an accident, you need to prove whether or not, if it's not your fault and stuff. Because you're a foreigner. And in most countries in the world, the foreigner is automatically responsible if there's an accident, because if you weren't there, it wouldn't have happened, right? And I had heard that in Russia and maybe other countries, there was a lot of people who kind of run out into the street and throw themselves into your car trying to get a lawsuit or some extortion money, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So they started doing that there to, kind of alleviate that. And now it's just entertainment.
They could be stuntmen in training,
Yeah.
Russian stuntmen, otherwise known as drunks.
Yes. Vlad, watch this. I'm going to run out and get a lot of money, okay? Oh, thump. Yeah.
My name is Vlad. I am a Russian stuntman.
What? I thought you were digital nomad.
I am digital nomad. My name is Vlad.
There you go, Vlad. Hey, anything, for a couple of bucks,
Yeah, a couple of
rubles.
What's the money in Russia? A couple
rubles.
Of rubles? Yeah,
rubles.
Very good, Patrick.
Yeah. Thank you.
I was going to say kopecks, but
that's
kopecks.
Kopecks. I don't know where the kopecks are. Some other country. Yeah. Here in Panama, we use the Balboa, which is $1, same as $1.
I thought it was a beer. I'm confused.
Yeah, first time I went into a place, I tried to trade some beer for a loaf of bread. They're like, no,
Yeah.
we got beer.
It's hard carrying around those 6-packs in order to pay for your.
I know it. I know it. So bulky in the cargo shorts. You know,
Yeah.
we all wear cargo shorts, don't we?
I don't. I do not.
You don't.
Wear cargo
Oh yeah,
shorts.
you wear the full-on cargo pants, the long version.
Full-on cargo pants, yes. Cargo shorts, no.
No,
I
you're
draw
not a
the
shorts
line.
guy.
No.
No shorts for
not.
Schwartz.
No shorts for Schwartz.
Okay.
It's my bumper sticker.
Well, hey.
Well.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
anything else? Anything new to report? Anything better?
No, I think we covered this week in quarantine. This week in quarantine.
This,
yeah. It appears, I'll say, if you're following the news from the States, the United States, seems like there's a big clamoring to open up everything. And a few states have already done so. I know Georgia has opened up a few things, and I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I don't really see the value before everything is settled to open these things.
I don't think it's a really good idea. I mean, I understand people's frustrations being, you know, not being able to get a haircut or get your nails done, because, you know, I like to get my nails done at least once a week.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, yeah. And it's so inconvenient to not be able to have those little luxuries. First world problem. So yeah, I get it. You know, the U.S. has lost, I think today's tally is about 53,000 people are dead now from this. COVID virus did
more, actually. I think it's over,
COVID virus has done in 3 months what it took, 10 years for Vietnam to do. I mean, we lost the same amount of people.
Yeah, when you look at it that way, that's wow.
Yeah.
I mean, people use statistics in so many ways, but really, just, you know, as they say today, a shout out to all the doctors and nurses. I mean, really, they deserve so much credit. And they must be exhausted. If you think about it, they have to be not just physically, but
mentally
emotionally
exhausted. I hope they can get some help. You know, they're the ones that are going to need medical help, and they're going to need a lot of therapy, because this is over the top shit, man. You know.
And one thing I did hear about these nurses and other, you know, medical professionals that specifically came to New York, the state of New York, which is or was the epicenter of the COVID-19 in the United States.
Yeah.
Risking their jobs.
Yeah.
Wherever they came from. You know, some of them may not have jobs to go back to, which I think is so unfair.
That's amazing. Yeah. These people.
I don't know.
These people need to be sent money. Send them money. Well, send us some too, but send them money. These people need to be, you know, they've got families, they've got lives that they've left for this, and they don't know what they're going to come back to, you know.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, you know.
And when people are always saying, who are the heroes, you know, who or what is a hero?
Yeah.
Somebody that leaves their job as a nurse in wherever, Tennessee, Alabama, North Dakota, you know, and they travel all the way to New York. To me, that's a hero. You know, you really have done something spectacular. So.
Absolutely. Those are the people, the heroes that don't wear capes. They wear masks, but
they wear masks.
The good kind, not the, you know, not this kind, but this kind. You know, just real quick, you know, regarding your friend that passed away. We also lost a friend in Los Angeles this week to COVID-19. And every single day, every person I know gets touched by this closer and closer to their inner circle. They've lost a friend, they've lost a relative. You know, at first it was, I know somebody who knows somebody. And then it was another step less removed. And now it's like, now we're losing our actual personal friends to this thing.
Yes.
And, you know, people can do what they want to do. But as for me, I'm staying in. I'm staying hunkered down. I'm wearing my mask when I go out, which is almost never. And, you know, I'm not just protecting myself, but it's also about protecting other people. And,
yes, it is. Yeah.
and you know, we're all in this deal together, as much as we're apart and don't want to admit it, but we are, you know, and we're, you know, we're looking at moving forward with our lives somehow, and hopefully having a future.
And that's the hope. That's the hope that we can, at some point, get back to some kind of normalcy. You know, I would love to be able to go into town and just sit down at a restaurant and have a cup of coffee or something with a bunch of friends.
Yeah.
And I look forward to that day, you know, when I don't have to go out in a, you know, full body suit and mask and gloves. And
yeah. When life is no longer a constant episode of outbreak.
yeah. Yeah, I don't have to spray my car with alcohol. You know what I did do? I did go out on, this is, I did something, I don't even know. You start doing things because you think. I went out to a local store on Thursday during my allotted time. I go out once a week usually. And I used my credit card, and I handed the cashier the credit card, and she handed it back to me. And I put the credit card in the bag, and when I got to the car, I sprayed the credit card with alcohol on both sides.
Yeah.
And then I started spraying everything in the car, the steering wheel in my hands and everything. I'm like, you go crazy with the, you know, I don't know.
I know. And you feel at the same time, you feel like, okay, I'm being safe. And also, oh, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, this is ridiculous, and I hope the alcohol doesn't eat the magnetic strip off the credit card.
It'll erase your signature.
Did you spray alcohol on your credit card? Yes, of course I did.
Hey, you know what though? Always from now on, keep a bottle of that handy. If you get pulled over by the police, you know, if you've been drinking or anything, and the cop goes, I smell alcohol, you can just pull out your spray bottle. You're darn right, officer.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, I'm safe. And he'll go, oh, okay, you're safe. Well, have a good day.
Yeah, have a good day.
Don't spray that in your mouth anymore. All right. Yes, thank you. Okay. This has been a lot of fun today, and I say that with no irony in my voice.
None.
And next week we'll have a special guest on. I can't tell you who it is just yet because we want you guys to be surprised. But you're gonna love this. It'll be a lot of fun, and we're just gonna keep doing this until somebody tells us to stop.
Or we get it right. Yeah.
If somebody tells us to stop, I'm not going to listen to them.
No. And we're never going to get it right. So.
Yeah. So we're going to do this forever. So 400.
All right, Patrick. Good seeing you. Stay safe, everybody.
All right. Good to see you, Mike. And yes, everybody stay safe. Wear your mask, wash your hands, and stay the hell home.
Yes.
All righty. Let's see now. I'll just